What's good, y'all? It's your boy KCB back at it. We got another one today. Today we're gonna be making like a bouncy club beat for Mulatto. This will be kind of similar to like a Meg the Stallion type 2. Really, these beats are just heavily focused on the drum patterns. A lot of times the melodies, you might only have them in certain spots, or they're gonna kind of take a seat on beats like these. This is where we just want tons of bounce in this beat. We want either fast hats or a lot of like open hats or shakers or something like that. I got an artist I'm gonna have some stuff out with here in the future that I've been making some club beats for, so I just want to go ahead and like do one like this. So we're gonna start out and just kind of go for it and get this bounce going. So first I started with the 808. I want it to be really big, powerful, and just nice and bouncy. Normally when I do a bouncy beat like this, I like to have some note variety in the 808. I mean, you can leave it one note, but it's always good just to add different notes for variety and almost kind of act like your 808 is the melody, because it's going to be playing the most in a beat like this. So usually these beats I like to do faster BPMs. We're doing 148 on this, but I mean when it went up to 170, 180 with these type of beats too. Usually these beats are going to use just lots of drums, different perks, hats, things like that. So let's go ahead and start getting on it. So yeah, I want to start off with just kind of a bouncy 808 pattern here. So went ahead and got this going. So that's a great start there. So it's kind of like a little melody in its own, nice bounce to it. So from there I really just went and took a kick. I just took a kick there and pretty much just made it the same, pretty much hit on where the 808's hitting. But with this one I kind of left just at a C note. We're doing a C minor today, and yeah, 148 BPM. And then with your kick, so like my 808 is fairly short on this one, so I chose a really short kick, and I attached it to the 808, like I did a side chain on it, so it still hits, but it doesn't, like, it's not too muddy or anything like that. So we have just the kick going. So I mean, real basic. Like I said, it just goes along with the 808 just to give it more of an impact there. And then the next part is going to be generally like some hats. Hats, like I said, I mean, I pretty much always want a fast hat. So I just did a basic two-step here, and then I added another hat to it as well. So then I have kind of two patterns going here. Both fairly basic. I mean, these type of beats, it's something where you really want the drum patterns kind of shine in this. So you can get pretty crazy with it, but a lot of times I'll use maybe at least 6 or maybe even 8 to 10 different types of drums on it, so they all kind of go together. So usually I'll have them in the channel rack. I'll make them and I'll just make sure they all flow together. So we're just doing two-step hat and then this hat. So, so nothing crazy there, but like I said, we're going to have so many different drums going on that each drum is going to kind of have its own part in the pattern. So we got those there. We got, just the open hat here, of course, just kind of hitting, twice in the pattern. And then one thing I like to do in these beats is I like to find some kind of a vocal. Usually like vocal from a woman that's just got kind of like I'll add some reverb or something to it, but I like to use it in the pattern, so it's like part of the drum pattern itself. So I just use this one. So we got that one going, and so yeah, all these drums are going to go together there. I just did one little melody on it, but let me kind of show you guys what I'm talking about as far as the pattern, because pattern is definitely going to be the most important part in a beat like this. We want to make sure we have that all right there. So let's see here. Alright, so this is the drum pattern I chose for this beat. Yeah, we got a little shaker going too here. open hat, like where the shaker would go in the beat too. I did it on some of the other beats I made like this too. You can see that's real bouncy right there, and we got that vocal going in the back. So I mean, that's great. That's all we really need for this beat. I just wanted to add one little melody to it, just kind of where like the hook would be, and then the verse we're gonna have just kind of the drum pattern playing. We're gonna add some, take some drums out, and then have some kind of add back in leading up to the hook there. So for the melody, I wanted something kind of like a higher, not higher notes, but kind of higher frequency. I didn't want it to clash with the 808, because the 808 we really want to stand out, so we don't want to make anything cause it to be muddy. So I just kind of took this one-shot pluck here. I just did a real simple melody with it. It's going to be playing. And then I did the same thing. I just took that pattern and used it with this synth one shot. Alright, and so those two, so I add those two together there, so that's going to be for our hook. But once again, really the drum pattern is going to be the big part for this beat here. And this one, like, I went not more mellow on it, but I have some of the other ones I did where I got like sirens going, and I got like the cowbell going, and like cowbell's great for these types too. Like, I didn't add it in this one just because I made like 4 to 5 other beats that had cowbells in it too. But cowbells are great for those mulatto Meg Thee Stallion vibes there. So we got all that, and then I pieced it together like I typically do. I guess we did an intro. In the intro, we got to have some of the drums playing, because you don't really want like this whole beat. You want to be able to like dance to this type of beat. So we want patterns going the whole time. So we have the patterns going into where we would have the hook, going into where verse would be, going back into the hook, back to a verse, and then kind of like a hook slash kind of outro on the end there. So I mean, we threw this one together here, but it's really just kind of the drum patterns that's going to make this beat what it is. So let's go ahead and see what we got here, y'all.
Kyle, cook this beat.
That's that heat right there. So you guys can really see how the drums make this type of beat. I've even made some other ones where like there was hardly any melody, or there was just effects. Like I put different effects in to make the melody, because the 808 is really going to be the big part of it, and then all the other drums, the hats, open hats, shakers, and other effects, kind of like that vocal I added there. So just really fun beats, because I mean I love drums. Like melodies are dope, I like making them too, but I definitely like making drums more so. I love making these beats, and yeah man, so I just kind of wanted this to be kind of a little quick one. I know I've been getting a little long on some of these, so make this one a little bit quicker for y'all, but that's it. We got a mulatto type vibe right here. You know, if y'all liking this, hit that sub, like, comment, all that. There's gonna be a lot more videos on the way. Thank y'all for joining me today, and until next time, y'all.